And hello there. Hey, it's Mike Russell here from Music Radio Creative, but you knew that already. And we are live. Welcome if you're brand new to the stream. If you are brand new, type the word new, all in capital letters, into the stream. It would be lovely to see who's new here today. We're starting in 7.5 minutes if you're watching live. We do it every single day, Monday to Friday, from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. UK time. Or if you're watching the replay, you can just skip forward now 7 minutes and 17 seconds and get straight to the content. This is the kind of pre-show warm-up where I kind of chat with everyone who's in the chat room and just talk about stuff. It's a 3-day weekend for me. Very excited about that. One more show tomorrow on Thursday and no show on Friday. And as you can see, some of the moderators are in. Like, for instance, Joe is here, claiming the top spot in the chat. Then David Silk in as well. Nightbot is there as usual, looking after anyone who uses too many emojis in the chat today. And the first, shall we say, real person is Anthony Hall. Hello to you, Anthony. Welcome along, talking about Mike and the Mechanics. I wonder if they're still performing. David Silk says, all I need is a miracle. Going to be using Ule's fantastic YouTube questions and answers again. So if you've got any questions about audio today, get them in for this live 1 hour show and I will answer your question live on the stream. So we've got all bass in there, or all bass, maybe that's how you say it. We've got a big hello from Ukraine. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I don't understand those characters, but you are very, very welcome to the stream. Connor's in as well. Emma as well is in from Egypt. Nice to see you there. Welcome along. We've got Diego Peters. Thanks for the theme. I will watch the replay. Excellent, excellent. Jason's in. Hey, hey, nice to see you. Guna, hi Mike. What are your headphones? DT770 Pros. Aramis is in. Nice to have you back, Aramis. Jumba, waiting here from Uganda. Excellent. Show's getting going in just over 5 minutes. Hassan, hello from Norway. Good to see you there as well. Wherever you're watching, I see there's a few viewers on Periscope as well now in early. Let me know who you are on Periscope. I'll shout you out. We go live on Facebook in about 5 minutes from now. Liam is here. Liam, loving the live streams. Liam, I am so glad you are here because I'm going to use some of the jingles you recently ordered from Music Radio Creative in this show, and I'm going to make a few bonus cuts that I will send to you after the show. And that's what you get for being a Music Radio Creative customer and an MRC Live viewer. You get bonus stuff for free. So Mega Radio UK, you're going to be featured today. It's going to be so exciting. Abrams456, hi to you. David Lewis is in as well. Nice to see you there. Don't be shy. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from in the live chat right now as we get ready for the show. What are you up to today as well? That's a good thing to let me know. Ule's here. Hey, nice to see you there. And I'm fired up with the YouTube questions and answers app that Ule has generated, ready to use it today. To field some of your questions on the show. So if you do have any questions, post them in the chat and then we can put your question on the screen and I can answer it. Thanks, Joe, for posting there. The link to donate. By the way, if you do click that link to donate to the show, which really helps to keep the stream going, keep the costs going and all of that, mrc.fm/donate, or of course super chat via YouTube. An ongoing thing with the mrc.fm/donate link that is created by a service called Streamlabs, which I'm really digging. The only thing is my link to my YouTube channel on that donate page is broken, and I've been back and forth on email with Streamlabs saying please fix it, and they're like, we pull it from the API. There's not much we can do right now. And I'm like, come on, please fix it. So, yeah, it's a good service, but I wish they'd fix my link. Anthony, since your microphone sits on your desk, do you have a problem with it picking up vibrations? Oh, hearts on Periscope as well. Thank you for the hearts. Not really, no. It's a boom arm thing, so it's kind of suspended, so it's not too bad, really. Jason, I'm a Second Life 80s Club DJ. Love your stuff. I've used your help with Audition. That's great, Jason. I played Second Life once or twice, and the reason I got into it is because years ago now, we started to get orders at Music Radio Creative from Second Life DJs. I was like, I have to find out what this is all about. And it's quite a phenomenal kind of new world to explore. So, awesome stuff, Jason. Ule is firing up the chatter for the moderators. Ralph68 has just joined on Periscope. Ralph, you're very, very welcome. Keep tapping those hearts on Periscope. I love hearts and super hearts as well. You get on Periscope. Super hearts, super chats. It's just super. David there thanking Ule for the app. Yeah, if you want to check out Ule's app, what it does, if you've not heard of it, it takes your YouTube live chat stream and then you can flag up any questions for the host, and the host can generate a lower third and put them on the air, as it were, using OBS Studio. The URL for that is mrc.fm/YouTube questions, if you want to check out the source code. mrc.fm/YouTube questions. Stand by, 1 minute, and we are live!
Testing the left speaker, left. Testing the right speaker, right. Testing phaser. Full frequency sweep. Now. Stand by
for Music Radio Creative Live with Mike Russell.
MRC Live. Music Radio Creative Live.
With Mike Russell.
Starting in 30 seconds.
A very good afternoon to you, or good morning, or good evening if you're on the other side of the world in Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. It is great to have your company on this live stream. I am Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com with a Homer t-shirt on today. I don't know if you can see that. Simpsons theme running through this show like crazy. So if you're new, welcome along. It's fab to have you in on the live stream. Going to be making top of the hour jingles for radio, which is going to be so exciting. And by the way, if you would like to ask any questions about audio, I am here to do my best to answer for you on the stream. What you can do is you can just type a question into the chat where you're watching now, and I will answer your question. And I do that every 15 minutes during the stream. So at 15 minutes in, at 30 minutes in, and at 45 minutes in. Also, if you're new, I'm Mike. I'm an old radio producer. Now I produce podcasts and stuff that goes out on new media, like live video streams, like the one you're watching right there. And I also produce a lot of jingles and voiceovers here at Music Radio Creative. So I'm here to tell you and impart a little bit of knowledge and experience to you that I have, and hopefully bring together the community of audio producers and get us all chatting to each other. But not just audio producers, voiceover artists, podcasters, DJs, people who are in radio. You are all very welcome to the stream, and really anyone who likes listening to creative audio, this is going to be the stream for you. Now, I'm really pleased to see, just glanced up and noticed that Taylor is there. Taylor Taylor was the first person to order the fantastic YouTube intro that I use as a nice audio mixdown. So if you've just watched the intro, it's that intro but customized for your show. It's available only until Monday the 18th of August 2017. After that time, it just disappears forever and you can't order it. So we're limiting the amount of YouTube intros similar to mine that are available to purchase. But if you're listening between now and today is the 16th of August through until the 18th of August. Am I right? No, hang on. I'm not quite right there, am I? I'm thinking September. I'm thinking 16th of August until the 21st of August 2017, okay? 21st of August 2017, this product will disappear. If you'd like to get the intro, it sounds a little bit like this.
Testing the left speaker.
You've obviously heard this if you heard the intro to the show.
Right.
The big build-up.
Phaser.
Got to test your phasers. And the full frequency sweep. And here's the one we made for Taylor. Have a listen to this.
With Taylor Sunderhouse.
TJSradio.com.
Tech Talk Live with Taylor Sunderhouse.
Starting in 30 seconds.
So a custom YouTube intro from MRC Live direct to you. Taylor, I hope it's arrived in your inbox. Actually, I can see you already put in the comments, I love it. Fantastic. So that's Taylor's Tech Talk Live. Really looking forward to hearing and seeing what you do with that. So if you'd like this customized for your own show, mrc.fm/intro. Thank you, Ule, for sharing the link there in the chat. mrc.fm/intro and get your very own version of this. Oh, I feel like a radio DJ for a moment there. Oh, and we got loop mode on as well. Loop mode engaged. So let me close that down and get straight into some top of the hour stuff that we're going to be doing right now in the stream. So what do I mean by top of the hour? Well, if you listen to radio stations, you will know that they really make a big thing at the top of every single hour. Top of the hour is kind of radio jargon for when the clock hits 00. So when we get to 00, we first of all maybe do a news bulletin on the air, and then after that 2 minutes, that's your latest. It's 2 minutes past 2, or 4 minutes past 2 as it is now. Then the DJ or the automation system fires in and plays a jingle, and you get something. Let me give you a little example. This is something we produce for Lunar FM. Have a listen, and then I'm going to start producing some cuts myself. Well, hello there, everybody. Yes, you're tuned into Lunar FM. Sorry, I don't know why I put on that voice, but anyway, this is the top of the hour. So it starts off with the ident, Lunar FM, and then the DJ says, coming up in this hour, we're going to play more hits than you can shake a stick at. We've got Katy Perry, we've got Lady Gaga, we've even got Ed Sheeran. Yes, it's going to be such an exciting hour for you music lovers, so stick around to your favorite radio station. Boom! Into Ed Sheeran and a little less reverb. But that's basically how a top of the hour works, and that's what we're going to be creating in this 1 hour that I have with you on the live stream today. So let's head into multi-track and do something, and I'm going to do some work for Mega Radio UK. Now, Mega Radio UK, Liam, who you might see in the chat, by the way, recently ordered a full sung jingle package from us, and we sent to him all kinds of different cuts to use on the air. So on his radio station, I believe it's an internet radio station, and Mega Radio UK has an a cappella which sounds like this. Let's have a listen.
Your mega hit station, Mega Radio UK.
That's Guy, one of our British male vocalists, and he sung that. But we've also done ramps, we've done shotguns, we've done slogans, and right now I'm going to take this kind of shotgun sound.
Mega Radio UK.
Sorry, that was a little bit loud on the stream for you, but stuff like that, and I'm going to remix it and create a top of the hour. I might do one, I might do two. I'd like to try and mix it up, and we've got quite a bit of audio to work with today, so plenty of stuff I can be doing. But I want to show you how it works. So let's just drag Guy's a cappella here into the multi-track and have a listen to Guy.
Your mega hit station, Mega Radio UK.
Okay, so that's the a cappella. Fortunately, that is not mastered. There's no reverb on it. So actually, that's going to be perfect for creating this top of the hour that I'm about to show you. Excuse me. So let's see. What did we use? We used Music Radio Creative Gaia for this, which actually, I don't know. You might actually recognize this music if I play it to you. Let's just do this. Oh, yes. MRC Gaia, which is actually the music I use to introduce the show here. If you're interested in getting an MRC Gaia jingle custom made for you, so not the intro that I just mentioned at the start of the show, but something with Mega Radio UK or your station name sung, you need to go to mrc.fm/Gaia for that. Now I'm just going to cue this up at the end so we can sync Guy's vocals and match this. Then I'm going to show you how I would construct a top of the hour, mate, really easily. I think this will be synced, so... Okay, no, that's not quite synced, is it? That's about it. Okay, I think we're about on sync there. Let's just check. I like to be as perfect. So yeah, just neatening and tidying this up. That's brilliant. Now, one thing I notice here on the K, there is no beat. Let's just try and count the beats there. Okay, at K there should be a beat 1. So what I'm going to do is hop into our library here, and top of the hour usually ends with a station ident, and it usually starts with a station ident. Sometimes there's a voice that comes in as well. Where I'm from in the United Kingdom, we have a great group, well now it's a mega group called Global Radio UK. They own brands like Heart, like Capital and stuff like that. But I used to work for them back in the day, back in the early 2000s, when they were just known as the Capital Radio Group, and they were based, their headquarters were in Leicester Square, London, and that's where I used to work producing. I was an audio producer in Leicester Square for Capital Radio for a time, and then I was a jock on the air at BRMB in Birmingham, and it was the days where they were really, they were doing a really cool style of audio production. Because I'll never forget the Capital Radio jingles. Sorry to bore you if you're from outside the UK, but Capital Radio London is just one of the biggest and best heritage stations that I know of. And back in the 90s, they had brilliant jingles that I just used to love. That went Capital FM London. It was just amazing how Capital FM London. Sorry, I can't sing. I promise not to do that on the stream as well. So in the 2000s, they then said, we're going to rejig that. So they had them resung, and they did like a dance beat, but still kept the same logo. And I thought it was really, really good. And what they did is they started off with it wasn't Capital where I was, it was BRMB. So it was like BRMB and then a big bed for about 10 seconds. And then Birmingham's #1 hit music station, BRMB, poof, like that, and straight into your first song. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Yep, your intro with a station name, outro with a station name, and maybe even a tagline as well. So what does Guy say here for the tagline? Okay, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and sync my voice with Guy saying your mega hit radio station or your mega hit station, obviously not singing it, but let's image it just like a top of the hour would usually be. So let's just get a bit of audio in here and record my mic in. So we've got your mega hit station. And I might punch that in one more time on another channel as well to try and make it stretch. Obviously, it's not going to stretch quite as far as it would with Guy. Just selecting my input here. So channel 3 on my mixing desk, that is the microphone I'm using here. I'm just going to go a little bit close mic for this next take. So let's record in. Here we go. Your mega hit station. Okay, a bit dragged out, but let's see how they come out now. Those punched in recordings, and I'm just going to normalize this and also normalize the other recording, just so that we've got a nice chunky wave to look at there in the multi-track view. Okay, back over and play. Okay, obviously need to do a little bit of syncing there, and probably need to solo this.
Mega hit station.
Okay, that's probably a bit too riffy, so let's go for the original.
Your mega hit station.
That could work, okay.
Your mega hit station.
And I was trying to keep with the beat of the tune. Obviously, like if a voice artist voices something and it doesn't sync, you can use time stretch, but I was trying to riff in time there.
Your mega hit station.
So that works. So instead of using Guy, or we could use Guy, just thinking actually. Right. Okay, just getting some creative ideas, because obviously I haven't practiced any of this before going on with you. I'm just kind of riffing away with you right now. Let's go into Media Browser, and we'll go into Imaging Effects, and I'm just going to get a riser. Now, risers are good when you're making top of the hours. Risers sound like this. Like that. And the reason risers are good on top of the hours is because most radio DJs are very slick and they know what they're talking about, but some of them will crash all over vocals. So I like to call a riser a radio DJ warning to shut up and stop talking because the jingle's about to start. So this is a nice warning now. Thank you, Tech Ez Boy, for following on Twitch. I've still got to change that zombie. I don't really like that running zombie on my screen when I get a Twitch follower. But anyway, so this kind of riser gives the radio presenter or radio host about 4 seconds warning to let them know that a vocal is about to come in. Stop talking and get to the music. Have a listen. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You can hear both Guy and I in at the same time. So I'm just going to split that out and mute Guy's singing. Need to do some heavy kind of processing.
Your mega hit station.
And actually, what I might do is I might just chop that off here at the end. Let's fade in and cut off and then fade out here, and then we'll copy station and we'll put it over here again. Station going on beat.
A hit station.
Mega
A
hit.
hit station. Station. A hit station. A hit station. Station. A hit station. Station.
Okay, so that's kind of a doubling up to fit in with the acapella at the end.
Your mega hit station. Station.
Mega Radio UK.
So that's usually how it would work on the big city stations. They'd have a voice, an imaging voice saying the station tagline, and then the singer going do 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 do, the logo of the station. So hopefully that's good. But I'm thinking at the end of the riser, I need a kind of impact, a kind of boom. That might work. It's a little bit dark, but let's see. Let's again just mute to only what we need here. Take these all off solo, and no, that's not a good boom. That might work better. Let's try that. Let's try and get it on the beat. That would be even better. Okay, so you hear how the riser and the bang work now? So that's all coming up in the next hour. And that's where we're going to bring in the vocals. So let's bring in the voiceovers now. I'm going to need to do some serious work on this voice. I might actually add some mastering with a little bit of exciter to the vocal bus here. So subtle clarity, that's what I usually go for. Bit of loudness maximizer, lots of exciter. Tube I usually go for.
Your mega hit station.
Okay, the second station is louder than the first. We can't have that. Let's pop that up.
Your mega hit station.
Still need to turn down the second station.
Your mega hit station.
Too quiet now. You see, there's a fine line.
Your mega hit station.
Actually, what I might do, if I can figure out the beats per minute here. So that's one beat, isn't it? One beat is there. Don't have to be too accurate here. 487. Again, I'm going to use the YouTube live chat as my my workboard. 487 milliseconds. 487 divided by 2 is 243.5. 244, shall we say, milliseconds is half a beat there. And I'm going to add in a little echo. So far we've got this EQ'd voice. Hang on, let's mute out the bed.
Your mega hit station.
And that's funny, you can actually hear the reference file in the background there, but it's not enough to interfere with what is actually going to be coming out in the end product. And then we've got this bit.
Station.
Okay, station. And then what I want to do with that is add on a little bit of echo, and obviously echo needs to be on the beat. Am I going to go for echo, or am I going to try something different here today? It's always nice to break the mold. Analog delay. And we'll put that at, what did I say, 244.
Station.
Nice. Yeah, I love the tape delay inside the analog delay preset. Just have a look at that. See how I've got it set up there for you. If I just zoom in just quickly, you can have a look at this. This is a pretty default. We can go through some of these presets, though, see what works for us. Just remembering 244 is what I need to sync with the beat.
Station.
Oh, that's cool.
Station.
Kind of distorted 50s slapback there. 244 again on there, and let's go for this.
Station.
Whoa, that's dark. Canyon Echoes, 244. Let's try that.
Station.
I quite like Canyon Echoes. I might come back to that. 244 on Crazy Train.
Station.
Yeah, again, kind of dying quickly. 244 on Dagon Lives. Oh, wow. Okay, I get the idea. What else have we got? Let's just go through maybe one more here. 244 on Hot Fusion. No, thanks. Okay, I think I liked Canyon Echoes the best. 244. Zoom out and show you how that's going to work with the music bed integrated.
Station.
Actually, it's not loud enough, is it? Let's turn the feedback up.
Station. Station.
Yeah, so you can just hear it subtly kind of echoing.
Station.
Ooh, but we're going to have to do something with automations there, because listen to what happens at the end. So let's hear everything in full so far.
Your mega hit station.
Mega Radio UK.
Yeah, there's a kind of echo continuing. Now I notice I'm getting carried away, and it's 19 minutes into the show. It's way over time to start answering some questions on the show, and I'm sure there are plenty to answer using the fantastic new app that is from. That was interesting, wasn't it? I think I whited out for a second there. Using this fantastic new app that one of the moderators has designed, Ule, and he's currently flagging questions in the chat for me to answer. And using the app, which you can access the source code for it at mrc.fm/YouTube questions, I can generate a lower third. Wow, that's so cool, isn't it? So Aramis asks this question: can anyone recommend a cheap microphone for podcasting sub $75 US? Well, by the flavor of your question, I assume that you are asking about microphones in the United States available to you. One that often gets mentioned that's worth looking at is this one here, the Audio-Technica ATR 2100 USB mic. It's got USB and XLR, so if you want to switch over and use XLR, which is what I recommend, because it's nice, you can plug it into a mixing desk, you can add all kinds of compression and mic preamps into it, but USB is easy, it goes straight into your computer. The 2100 from Audio-Technica is really decent. It's on Amazon at the moment for $69.67. So there you go. I hope that helps you with your question there, Aramis. Let's talk about David Lewis's question. How do you rename markers, Mike? That's what David is asking on the stream today. Renaming markers, pretty easy thing to do. In fact, I can show you right now in my screen share for you, David. If we just go back to the share view for a moment here. So say I place a marker on my top of the hour here. I know this is going to be the point where the jingle stops and the singing comes in. I would then go into the markers view, which is over here, or if you can't access it, you need to go to Window and Markers over there, and you'll see all your markers there, and then you click once and click again, okay? Click once and click again, or if it's already highlighted, just click once. No, click twice, that's it. once, twice, and then you get that ability there to say sung vocals. Boom. And that marker is now called sung vocals, and I could also make a marker here. Okay, right there. M for marker, marker 02, click once, click again, and I'd write end point like that. So that's how you can rename markers. Hope that helps you, David Lewis. Joe saying, are you new to the show? Respond with new and let us know. Absolutely. Moderator's doing a great job. I don't always get to every comment. I do, however, read your comments at the end of the show and take into account what you said. Best place to continue the conversation after this show is at community.musicradiocreative.com, where I'm heavily involved and answer questions. But yeah, Joe has definitely said right now, if you're watching live and you're new, type new, all caps, into the stream there, and we will give you a big shout out. Do have moderators, including Ule right now, selecting questions for me to answer. So if you ask a question, it's likely I'll read you out on the stream. What have we got here? We've got Morgan, who says, want to grab a beer, Mike? Cheers. Absolutely I do. Yes, if you're ever on the Isle of Wight, then let me know. There are lots of nice pubs over here. And actually, it has been touted that maybe we should do an Adobe Audition boot camp on the Isle of Wight, an international boot camp open to anybody from around the world. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Or if you'd like me to bring an Adobe Audition or audio production boot camp to your part of the world, post your city or your town or your location in the comments now and say, Mike, I'd like you to come here with a boot camp, and we'll see what we can do. While I'm on the topic of beers and good things, I wanted to say a big thank you to Barbara in the stream, who has been absolutely brilliant. She's oh, look at that, my lower third got stuck. Hang on, let's unstick it there. Barbara must know it's the school holidays, and she sent me a package all the way from the United States to say thanks for the live stream, Mike. And she sent me a ton of stuff, including a card game with my favourite word on it, okie dokie. Okie dokie. That's so cool, Barbara. Thank you. I say that a lot. And balloon pop. But not only that, Barbara has sent a whole board game to me via US Post. Arrived here on the Isle of Wight yesterday. This game is called Coconuts, and it's got lots of monkeys in, and it's great for the kids. She must know it's school holidays, and I've got two kids running around when I'm not doing this stream. So we got cheeky monkeys to use. I haven't read the instructions yet. Loads of cheeky monkeys. Might use it as a mascot for the show. And in addition to all these cheeky monkeys, lots of other things. And the best bit, monkey poo. She sent me monkey poo. And it didn't even get taken down by UK customs. So it's awesome. I thought they were chocolate balls at first. But I'm glad I looked into it a bit deeper before I started playing with that. So I always really, really love to receive any kind of thanks or help to the show. And Barbara, I'm just stunned by your generosity there, sending that in a big cardboard box to me on the Isle of Wight. Arrived yesterday, and I am very, very grateful. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, we got Aramis back again. Is there a better choice other than the blue snowball for under $75? So I did answer that one. Yeah, Audio Technica ATR 2100 if you're in the US. Don't think it's available here in the UK. Anthony's saying with the top of the hour, how about placing an echo on the K in UK? That's a very good idea, actually. Maybe on beat echo and I was thinking of adding an impact as well. So we'll get back to that in a second. Dave is advising me right-click the marker and choose rename. Oh, that's another way for David Lewis. Yes, you can. Can you do that? I'm just looking now. Can you do that? Yes, you can. Hang on. Let me just show that in screen share. For renaming markers, David Silk is absolutely on the ball here. If I right-click any of these markers here in multitrack, it gives me a rename marker option as well, rather than going to the marker window. So that's a good ninja tip from David. David also says, watching the old streams last night, what date did you start the daily streams? Want to make sure I've seen them all. Wow. I think we are up to, and let me just confirm this, because I'm not actually putting the episode numbers in the shows that I do, but this today is episode 38. So there are 38 shows for you to catch up on, and they're all available at youtube.com/musicradiocreative to watch. So there you go. Michael is in with a question. How does one get started in the jungle business? I guess you need to wear a big sort of cape and go, oh, sorry, you mean jingle. Getting started in the jingle business. Sorry, typo there. Getting started in the jingle business is really as simple as choosing your favorite DAW, digital audio workstation, and then working with some voiceovers. What can I recommend? Where would you start? Trying to think of my path. My path was to find a mentor, and I didn't necessarily go out and look for a mentor as much as one. I was very fortunate that one really found me. This was in the days of prolific local radio stations, and I was fortunate enough to first of all volunteer at a local radio station in Kent, where I grew up here in the UK, and I just volunteered for long enough that I did work experience when I was younger, and worked my way around the music libraries, to the scheduling, to sales, to news, and eventually I sniffed around the audio production department, and I thought, hey, this is really cool. And my mentor was a chap called Dave Wright, who again used to do imaging for Capital Radio London, and forever I will be grateful to him because he's taught me a lot of tricks. But nowadays, with the world of online, find yourself a digital mentor, start learning the tricks, and then it's just as simple, I would say, Michael, as building up your portfolio, putting stuff out there on SoundCloud, I mean YouTube now probably, and just getting people to listen to it and feedback. Come into our community and get involved there, because I know there are a lot of other audio producers and audio producers in training over at community.musicradiocreative.com, and we have a really cool category inside the community called Share Your Projects. This is a place where folks are sharing jingles they've made and all kinds of imaging and voiceovers, and it's a great place to kind of test the water there and see what others think about your jingles or your audio production. So I definitely advise doing that, and just in the age of the internet, it's so easy to get lots of feedback. Right, one more question, then I'm going to get back into some audio production. And for the moment, we'll go over here and have a look. What else have we got? So we've got here, Emma says, how do we collect the audio on the multi-track button? Not quite sure what you mean by that, but maybe you can clarify, or somebody else can clarify. Loads and loads of stuff going on in the chat. Do keep the chat coming in. YouTube does fly by really fast, but I've got Ulay at the moment hand-picking questions for me to answer on the stream, and I'll do my best with that. Want to give a shout out to the Facebook Live viewers as well. They're always awesome. Joe's in there. What else have we got? We got Tim Reedman, who says, love what you're doing, Mike. Yeah, they were classics. Adrian says 95.8 classic Capital FM. Yeah. Do you remember TFM? Yes, TFM, absolutely. Joe's in there as well. Chris is new to the show on Facebook Live today, which is nice. Tim is planning on buying a package for NHS Stockton-on-Tees in Middlesbrough, which is a hospital radio station, which, by the way, I think is absolutely fantastic, Tim. Can you ask where to find stems, music stems? Where would you go for stems? It's difficult to find stems online, but yeah, it depends what you're looking for. Jingle stems, pop music stems. Clarify a little bit more on that, and I'll see what I can do. So this is the MRC Gaia jingle that we've customized for Liam, and so far we've got it sound like this.
Your mega hit station.
Mega Radio UK.
That's good. We just need to pop in an automation here to stop that echo going on for eternity. So let's see. We need the volume is here. Perfect. And I'm just going to pop that down like that.
UK.
Okay, and we shouldn't have any echo now.
Station.
Mega Radio UK.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, what we can also do here is, I wonder actually, Mega. Let's take Mega and put that somewhere else as well. Maybe onto the flanger track here. Okay, and I just want to see if I can double this up. And I want a kind of wispy phaser on that. So let's go in with a bit of phasing, modulation, phaser here. And
Your mega hit station.
not quite sure how that's going to work. Maybe. I know, let's try something different. Instead of that, we'll go from a look at 477, 244. Okay. Let's just try a little loop on that. No, that's still too long. Let's make it sound a little bit like this. That's better. So a bit of jitter there.
Your mega hit station.
That sounds better, doesn't it? Let's move up the voice bus a bit.
Your mega hit station.
Pull that down in the mix a bit more. So nice bit of phaser. And then I wanted to put a little boom out on there, so let's find... That'll work nicely. And I've nicely marked my endpoint here, so that boom would go there.
Radio UK. Radio UK.
Oh, I know, rather than an echo on the K, let's just try this. Let's just pop that there. Maybe put this over here instead. Oh, we can't hear it anymore. That's funny, isn't it? Let's put it back over there. Maybe trying to be too clever here. If I make that a subtle jitter, that might be a bit better. Why is it blanking out when I move it to this track? Yeah, blanks out. Let's put it onto the echo track. Oh, that could work, couldn't it? And let's stutter that here. That's it. That's what I wanted. A kind of... And it kind of warbles the K as well, which I wanted. We can maybe make that echo decay a little bit longer, because top of the hours should always have loads of decay, so they can merge nicely into the music. Let's play. Maybe that's overkill. Let's take that down. What have we got?
Your mega hit station.
Nice. Okay. What else are we going to use here? Let's see. I've just noticed, yeah, Bojan says your volume is down in automation. It is, but that's on this track over here. And that was because I had some tape delay. And if I didn't do that, the tape delay kind of went on way too much. In fact, let's try just a little subtle amount of tape delay at the end, see whether that works.
Hit station.
Yeah, I can't hear it, can we? Let's turn it up a bit more.
Hit station.
Yeah, we'll leave it like that. That's fine. What else am I going to use now? Let's get some cool effects in. Let's really image this. Just plucking at random effects and seeing how they can fit into the mix. Sometimes it's not always good to add too many effects because it can kind of detract from the mix. So you've got to be quite careful with how many of these little whooshes and buzzes you use. Just make sure they're serving a purpose, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Maybe there. But the second part of that effect doesn't work. So that's how I sometimes like to just mash two effects together. So that kind of works. And then Oh, the last part, that's quite cool. Let's just solo that. Maybe there. And let's see how those two work together. So I've meshed those two effects. Like that. And then in the mix. Cool.
Your mega hit station. Mega Radio UK.
I can't figure out if that first part is conflicting. Let's try something else and see if it works any better. Ah.
Hit station.
All right, we'll go for something like that, and then I'm just gonna. I know, David. Sorry, I didn't use Alt to copy that. I used my cheeky old habit. I'm just copying the acapella here. And we just need to get that on the beat because this is how the top of the hour would start. Oh wow! Okay, and that's where then Liam will come in and do his top of the hour stuff. Right, I'm going to pop out a second stereo track there, and I'm going to kind of copy what I've got in the echo, but make it a little bit different, because I want Guy's vocals to dissolve into the music bed. So let's bring in the MRC Magic presets, and we'll look in here. And now I want... let's go for analog delay again, and I need to scroll back and find me timings. Where are they? Lots of wonderful stuff in the comments today, by the way. Keep those nice chats coming in. Right, 487 on this, and let's see how this sounds. Too low on the feedback. No. So we're just giving a little bit of analog delay to let the vocals melt into the music. Cool. Drum beats aren't loud enough at the start, I think, so let's turn them up, shall we? So we'll give them a nice loud boost there. Boom. Too loud, sorry. And we'll need some booms. Oh, actually that could be quite a nice effect. Let's see whether that works. Pull it down. Subtle. I could go on and on with this for a long time. Let's try that. No, definitely not. Let's try that. No. Let's try that instead. Too loud, that's why it's conflicting. Time stretching over here. Perfect. FX with tails. Something like that. Time stretch. Pull. Go. Get rid of that pad at the end. Let's try that again. Pull this down. Okay, and we've pretty much got a finished top of the hour there. Save, and we'll save all that away. And then this is how it would work in practice. Ready for this? Okay, thank you for tuning in. It's great to have your company. This is Mega Radio UK, where we're playing the best mix of music from the 80s, 90s, and today. Coming up in this hour, Ronan Keating, Boyzone and Backstreet Boys. It's going to be such an exciting hour, and I'm going to tell you all about what happened when I walked down the street the wrong way. Yes, all that and more coming up on the show, so don't touch that dial.
Your mega hit station.
Mega Radio UK.
Boom, into Ronan Keating. Life is a roller coaster. So there you go. There's one top of the hour. And Liam, I know you are watching this live stream, so I'm going to save that, master it, mix it down, and email it to you gratis as a thank you for being a customer at Music Radio Creative and a viewer of the MRC live stream. That is yours totally free of charge. Right, I'll get into another look at what you've got here from the questions. So what else have we got here that you have been asking? Taylor says, what do they play on a hospital radio station? I used to work on one, and certainly nothing like the Crash Test Dummies or the Death March. No. That was a big no. Usually it's a mix of everything. So you'd usually... over here in UK, we have a station called BBC Radio 2. It's called MOR Radio, Middle of the Road Radio. So it's kind of a mix of everything. You might have Frank Sinatra and Perry Como, but then that might break out into, the latest pop hit. It's really everything and anything. And certainly when I was working, it was before the time of playlisting. So you could kind of... We had, in the hospital radio station I worked for, Hospital Radio Tunbridge Wells, we had a massive library. We were so privileged to have this part of the Kent and Sussex Hospital that was kind of annexed into a record library, and I could pull out all this vinyl. So you pick out all your vinyls before the show and spin them, and it's just amazing. It's one of the most exciting and creative times I've had in radio doing my hospital radio show. Joe's here with a question from Tim Reedman. Where can I find stems? Oh, I did mention that earlier on. And what have we got here? Especially free ones on Google search or download on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there is a Reddit. I can't remember the name of the Reddit. There's a subreddit. I'm not sure how legal it is. So obviously, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not telling you to do this. But there is a subreddit that shares stems of popular tunes. But again, you'd need to check with your local copyright enforcement as to whether you can use them or not. So that's as much as I've got for you there. Guna says, Mike, I like the website design too much. WordPress, I guess. What's your theme? Well, yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that. So we have kind of two main websites. We have musicradiocreative.com, which is where we sell all the jingles and you can build your own jingle. That is a complete custom creation from the ground up. We've had developers working on that. That is just, you can't buy that or get a template for it. It's something we designed. But it's, I can tell you the framework is Angular JS, and the back end is a bit of Ruby going on there. And yeah, it's just super slick and super cool. So maybe you're referring to that, Guna, I think. But yes, if you go to our blog, which is, the blog and the podcast at producer.musicradiocreative.com, that is WordPress. And for that, we're using the Divi theme, WordPress Divi theme, which is a huge theme. It's got loads of people using it. But again, what I've done is I've customized a load of the CSS on that to look like our main musicradiocreative.com. So that's WordPress via the Divi theme. And we're not using Divi itself. We're using Extra, the Extra theme created by them. And it is very, very good. I just got it up and rocking about a month ago, and school holidays, haven't had time to invest any more energy into that. But the stuff you can do with Divi, drag and drop and that kind of stuff, really, really cool. I've got big plans to level up the blog and the podcast. So there we go. Really hope those answer your questions so far. Do keep them coming in. And as Nightbot tells you in the chat, if you'd like to get the music I was using on Liam's top of the hour, you need to go to mrc.fm/Gaia. That's GAIA. And if you'd like the Aphrodite theme, you can also use that. I'll get onto Aphrodite in just a minute, but what I wanted to do, as we're creating top of the hours and sonic logos and stuff, I thought I'd create a new multi-track and give you, yes, you there, you, my super cool MRC live stream viewer, a sneak peek of a brand new jingle we have not even released yet, which is pretty interesting, isn't it? So it's called MRC Athena, and we've yet to make the demo for it. No, I don't want to overwrite Athena mix. And yeah, we've got to put a demo up, so I may as well make the demo, or at least the basis of the demo, while we're here together. So with the music, I want to get this. Let's have a look. So this is our theme tune here. Drag that in, and this is unmastered, so I might need to add some mastering. This is, for the first time ever, MRC Athena music bed. Have a listen to it. Actually, let me play it to you via Adobe Audition and make it a little bit louder for you. And I'm sure you all recognize the logo at the end there. So we've got some vocals. So Athena mix, we're going to save there. And then we're going to do a new session. And we're going to call that Athena vocals. And let's drag all these lovely vocals in here and use them in the mix.
MusicRadioCreative.com.
Need to pull this all down a little bit. So -6, -6, -6. This one isn't available to buy yet, but it will be on the site soon. Gaia and Aphrodite, which you can access at mrc.fm/Gaia or mrc.fm/Aphrodite, are available to buy, and they're actually on pre-release right now, so we haven't officially put them on the website. You'll get a good price on them if you go there now, and that includes sung jingles and mixdowns as well.
MusicRadioCreative.com.
Bit of echo in there, which is cool. I can use that. Left, right, left, right. Hang on. Left, right, left, right, left. I bet that sounds funny if you're listening in headphones.
MusicRadioCreative.com.
Isabella, is that a brand new singer as well? Delicia. Am I saying that correctly? She's got a beautiful voice. So new MRC singer on this jingle as well.
MusicRadioCreative.com.
Pull down the master.
MusicRadioCreative.
Beautiful stuff. Okay, let's mix that down. And we'll get all of that. And then I'm hoping to squeeze in one more thing at the end related to top of the hours, if I can just mix something up nicely here. So we've got the mix, and then we've got the Athena vocals mix down, which we're going to slam in there and chop it down to size. So we want this to match nicely. Okay, turn this down a bit. So I think that's going to fit. No, not quite. On the beat there.
MusicRadioCreative.com.
And then move that up.
MusicRadioCreative.com.
That sounds about right, doesn't it? So we've got this. Now, one thing I notice is there is a nice little bit of phasing going on with the music bed itself. So I was thinking of also phasing these vocals as well to match how the bed sounds. So let's just try a bit of phasing. And we might need the .com bit as well, so let's pull that. Sounds good. Let's pull that down. Just a little. There we go. So one more time. This is the MRC Athena that we haven't released yet. First time, a world premiere of our brand new MRC Athena sung jingle. With a sung logo at the end now as well. So there you go, and I don't know if I mentioned this to... Sorry, I faded myself down there for a second, not the Adobe Audition fader. Sometimes mixing desks can be wonderful, as long as I don't switch myself off. I don't know if I mentioned this to you yet, but with the whole SoundCloud news we had last week, I don't want to bash on about SoundCloud. Yeah, I know they've been saved and they're going to keep going and all of that, but it just got me to thinking. I did cancel my SoundCloud Pro account, which we've had for a good few years, just with all the turmoil that they appear to be in and skeleton staff and all that. I was kind of like, okay. And I thought, and I looked at my SoundCloud stats, or not my Music Radio Creative SoundCloud stats, to see what kind of plays we were getting. And in 2011, 2012, 2013, I'm guessing when SoundCloud first came along, we were getting huge plays. Like just the aggregated listens on SoundCloud for the first 3 years we were on it were massive. And then after that, it went off a cliff, and we're kind of not getting that many plays at all on SoundCloud. So I just thought I'd share this idea with you and get some feedback. Let me know in the comments now what you think. I was thinking of ditching posting to SoundCloud completely for MRC and just doubling down on YouTube. So obviously not posting jingles to my channel, because that would kind of be irrelevant to the audience here on my channel. But we have a Music Radio Creative channel, and I was thinking that maybe I could create those After Effects moving waveforms with the MRC logo and just upload all of our audio to YouTube and kind of really double down on YouTube, which after all is the second biggest search engine in the world. And I think we could really do a little bit better than we're currently doing when talking about a place to post our audio online outside of the website, which when it's on the website, it's hosted on Amazon S3 and you play it via one of our native players. But, for marketing purposes, I'm thinking YouTube with animated waveforms. Just wanted your feedback to see what you think about that. So many questions and not enough time. Wow, amazing stuff. I'm just going to hop in and answer some more of these questions I can see have been flagged here. Just to follow up with Gunnar as well. Can I write the theme name down that we're using on WordPress? Because I don't understand. That's okay. It's Divi, D-I-V-I. If you search D-I-V-I WordPress themes, you'll find the theme we're using. I went for the lifetime membership, and it's very, very good. David wants to know, what do you prefer to match volume, RMS or LUF? Really, I don't know enough about it, to be absolutely honest with you. I know that LUFS is what most people tend to talk about in the podcasting world, so I tend to go for minus 16 LUFS. That's about as much as I have to add to that discussion. And finally, Lewis, whereabouts in a hospital does the radio operate, and what kind of gear do they have? Well, every station varies depending on budget, location, and so forth. But I'd say usually they're in a little outbuilding or a room off one of the main wards, and usually they have anything from budget mixers right the way up to at Tunbridge Wells, where I used to be, they had huge mixing desks from a company called Alice Soundtech, and they were amazing. We had really good equipment. I was so lucky. Just before I go, I did want to try and do something for Lunar FM really quickly. I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to get to do before the stream ends, but you've seen the top of the hour for Mega Radio UK, and I've given you the basics of top of the hour construction and destruction. But this is another one. This is MRC Aphrodite that we're using here, and I'm going to bring in this a cappella here, and We've got some ad-libs as well that we can use if we want, so let's put them in. And we should also have MRC Aphrodite. If you want to order this jingle customized for your own station, mrc.fm/Aphrodite is the place to go. Something like this. So we're going to take, first of all, the little ad-libs we've got here going on, and we'll add some nice reverb to that. That sounds good. So we'll maybe use a few ad-libs in there. I'm not sure if I'll use them there for the moment. I wanted to... Not quite on the beat there. So Luna FM there going at the end, and of course Alt-A, drag to the start. Let's bring that into the start. Let's just move that down here. And sometimes Adobe Audition decides not to play the first few seconds when I put on a CPU intensive effect. Let's move that over. Yeah, we're going to need to roll back about a second. And we'll get FX with tails. Just putting this together fairly quickly. Won't be as detailed as Liam's jingle. Just wanted to show you another possibility with a different music bed. So again, we're going to need to move that, budge that up a bit. And I want to get the M echoing on beat here, so let's do that. And we're going for the beat of 554 here. So 554, and we're going for analog delay, 554. That sounds sweet, doesn't it? That sounds really good. And then finally at the end, something like this. So that ad-lib works quite nicely into that. And round it off, because I've got to end now and finish and disappear. This probably won't be the right effect, but just to end it off in a top of the hour style fashion. Not too bad, but too much of a decay there. So let's just round off this session by saying thank you very much for tuning in. And actually what I can do is jock up this top of the hour as the final bit. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you there in the chat today. David Silk, Renato, Addy recently commenting. We've had stuff in from Juan as well. Taylor's been there. Nice to see you. Lewis as well. And so many others. Apologies if I did not get round to your comment, by the way. Bob's been in. Nice to see you there. Have yourself a fantastic Wednesday. I'll be back Thursday for another live stream.